What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, honey, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Okay, and while you are at it, go ahead and click the thumbs up button to like this video. Okay, it is an easy and free way to help support my channel because we're trying to do what, honey? We're trying to grow. Say it with me, growth. So when y'all hit that thumbs up button and like the video, guess what, y'all? It makes my video more popular and it puts my video and content into the algorithm, which means that more people that are searching on YouTube, guess what? They're going to stumble across my channel. And that means I'm going to get more subscribers. Okay. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes. So it's your girl and we back in this mother trucker. Y'all, Raising Kanan is getting good, y'all. Now, look, I'm going to keep it a book. I'm going to keep it a buck. For those that don't know, Raising Kanan has always been my favorite power spinoff, and I stand behind that. However, I do feel like season 4, I think season 4 has been my least favorite season as a collective, as a whole. Again, it's not to say I don't like season 4. It's not to say that I haven't been enjoying season 4. It is just saying that out of seasons 1 through seasons 4, season 4 is my least favorite. However, this episode 7, probably has been my favorite episode of the entire season, y'all. And we're just gonna get into the damn thing because, baby, my baby Unique came in guns blazing, and not really guns blazing. That's a little dramatic. He actually came in there on some sexy shit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said guns blazing because he ain't come up with chitty chitty bang bang. He was just pretending like he was gonna chitty chitty bang bang, but he didn't want to do that to our girl Raquel because he loves her. Okay, so Unique was up in there eating that butter pecan ice cream. Y'all know from season 3 when they was smashing. He was feeding her butter pecan ice cream and all that. This was happier times. Okay, y'all, this was happier times. And now look at them. Look at them. Lovers war. Okay, so Unique became unhinged in the conversation. First of all, Raquel's life flashed before her eyes, and I can't blame her because if someone that I was in love with and smashed and got pregnant by was dead for 6 months and then he popped up in my kitchen in the middle of the night, yeah, I think my heart probably would have stopped. Okay, they probably would have had to resuscitate me. Okay, so this is no shade to her, baby. I would have been shooketh. Okay, so y'all know Unique came up in there and went on a whole diatribe about how she set him up and you think you smart and you teamed up with Ronnie. And she's like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know nothing about nothing. Whatever Ronnie did to you, baby, he did on his own. I ain't have shit to do with it. That was y'all's family beef. Keep it in the family, baby. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Raquel said my name Bennett and I ain't in it. Okay. So Raquel, on a serious note, was being very genuine. You know, we don't really see Raquel emotional or vulnerable quite often, but you can tell that Raquel was telling the truth. She was being very sincere with what she was saying to Unique. And you know what got me, you guys, is when Raquel even said, she was like, Unique, I would never do that to you. Like, basically what we had was real. We had some real shit. I felt that shit. Unique said, baby, the only thing I felt was a knife that you had stabbed in my back. I was like, oh my Lord, he not listening. I think even Rock said, yo, you're not listening to me. Like, you are not operating at all with any sort of logic or reason. Like, I would not do this to you. And she was like, you can't take me out right now because I'm backed by some pretty some pretty big big heavy hitters in the game, and you don't want that smoke, boo boo. It was also funny because she was like, "Yo, I swear on my kid." He said, "You don't give a damn about your kid, like you give a f about your kid." It was just all this stuff, and he was like, "You think I'm high post? You think I'm high post? You think I'm just one of these dumbass ninjas who you could just steal from and do?" I was like, "Did she steal from high post?" I don't know. Anyway, it's just he was unhinged, and poor Raquel was trying to plead her love to him, child. She was trying to plead it, and baby boy was not having it. This is when he really snapped and became unhinged, y'all. What got me to you guys was when this man says something like, what this man said to Raquel. He said something about when he brought up Andre. He was like, "Oh yeah, and I laid down that one dude, yeah, the nigga you was up posted up with on 42nd Street and da, 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 da." She was like, "Nigga, that's my damn lawyer." No, before she said that, this nigga Unique gonna talk about some what you so many men be run up inside of you. You don't know who I'm talking about. I was like, so you're calling her a whore? You're calling her a slut? He was really in his feelings because you know what? If he didn't care about her, he didn't love her, he wouldn't give a damn who was up inside of her. Okay. But he loves her. So yeah. So Raquel was like, "Negro, you killed my lawyer." And then here go. You need to talk about lawyer, judge, jury. I was like, "Bro, please." He was like, "Anybody who gets close to you, anybody who you give a damn about." Unhinged, okay? Unhinged. He was like, "Anybody you give a damn about, I'm gonna kill him." So it's all this hoopla, hoopla, hoopla. So why he in the middle of his damn speech, I guess his beeper went off. No, her beeper? Yeah, her beeper went off. Sorry. And she kind of looked and he was like, "Yeah, that should be about me, or that should be about something." Whatever he said. And she was like, "You mother, you been the one hitting all our spots." He was like, "Damn, Skippy." He was like, "I had contemplated for a while. Should I just take y'all out right now? Or should I wait?" And I decided that I was gonna plot against y'all ass. I mean, Unique, this was a whole 5-minute dialogue between the two. I was like, "Yo, this is some Broadway performance type shit. Like, this is some real shit going on in this scene." They was not playing, honey. Shout out to Patina Miller and shout out to Joey Badass for really executing the scene. I mean, Joey Badass, can we give my man, can we give him some credit, honey? Joey Badass went from a New York rapper, a good one at that. He went from a rapper to an actor. And I think that this role of Unique, he really has it really catapulted for real. I definitely know that when they first wrote his character, they were not ever anticipating him being on the show. I think he was supposed to be, they said he was supposed to be killed off season 1, but Joey Badass did such an amazing job with the character. They kept him. And I just really hope that Joey Badass gets more scenes in the future because he really is a great actor. So sorry, I had to give my baby some flowers. And y'all know I go up for Patina Miller. I go up for our girl. So y'all already know how I feel about it. So nonetheless, child, while he posted up with the gun to Raquel's face, he has the New Jersey ninjas come up and post up and snatch up all the corners from Raquel's people. So it's a whole situation. Like Unique is really like 5 steps ahead of Raquel. Just like every time Raquel thinks she about to get herself up out of a situation, it just gets worse, y'all. And I don't even know how Sister Girl gonna get herself up out of this one. Okay, so for this review, y'all, I'm not going in chronological order because that would have required me to have to go back, rewatch the episode, write notes, and I don't have time to do that. I would rather get this video out to you guys soon versus getting delayed and getting crazy with my schedule. So bear with me. This is not chronological order, which is fine because not everyone does that anyway. So we cover Unique and Raquel. Now I don't think I have a damn photo for this. And that's fine. I'm not gonna have a photo for every single scene. Child, let's talk about the scene with Raquel, Kanan, Marvin, and Jukebox. Okay, so Raquel Raquel done seen a damn ghost, so she gotta tell her family what's up. Like, this nigga Unique is unhinged, and he really might do some damage not only to the business but to the family. Like, the block is hot. I'm actually surprised Lulu wasn't in this scene. I actually think he should have been a part of this family scene as well, especially if Jukebox was going to be there. She wasn't in the game at the time. She's not in the game. So I felt like if Juke was going to be there, I feel like Lulu should have been there. But whatever. He finds out later. So, everybody's kind of shook it. Marvin's like, the hell is going on? The nigga alive? Like, what we gonna do? We're gonna go take him out because if he's threatening us, we gotta beat him to the punch. And she's like, bro, we can't take him out just yet. He got somebody backing him. We don't know who it is. It could be a big heavy hitter. Then we don't want to inherit those problems. Them coming after us. Like, she's just like, we gotta be strategic about this ish. So here goes Kanan. Here goes Kanan's ass, because he think he know everything. And for someone who bucks up as much as Kanan does, this ninja had the audacity, the mitigated gall to call out Raquel and talk about yo, you supposed to be the head of the organization. You supposed to take care of us. You supposed to take care of everybody, and you not doing that. You just effing it up. She said, I know you fucking lying. Not the way I done saved your black ass for the last 4 or 5 years, nigga. She said, hold up. Even Marvin was like, watch how you talk to your mother. You like my New York accent? Watch how you talk to your mother. No, but Raquel was like, little boy, if it wasn't for me cleaning up your mess, you wouldn't even be breathing right now. Okay, you would be in a damn casket somewhere, buried underground. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be here, nigga. So it's like, she was like, you doing a whole bunch of talking. You need to do less talking and more listening. And while you're at it, the only thing you need to be saying out your motherfucking mouth is thank you, nigga. That's how she should have said it. You know how Raquel grabbed Lulu's face and was like, I own you, nigga. I own you. That's the same energy my girl should have had for Kanan. Because he is an ignorant, ungrateful, no good having that. I'm like, Raquel, you should let that nigga die. Let him die. Because can you imagine saving someone's life more than once and they are ungrateful for it? Nigga, what? So that scene pissed me off. And here go Jukebox. Because, Jukebox now is so different. She done changed in a month, y'all. So she's talking about some Kanan's grown. Marvin said, the fuck? He was like, so what you suggest? What we supposed to say to all that? And she was like, listen, let me get you together, Jukebox. Now look, y'all. I'm very fair. There have been times in previous seasons where I felt like Raquel should have been listening more to Kanan, right? I have definitely critiqued Raquel on her mothering skills and the things and lack thereof and the things that she's done wrong with Kanan. I have definitely defended Kanan in the past, but let's call it a bug. Let's keep it a bug. Kanan has been messing up since season 1, episode 1. Raquel Thomas has been cleaning up Kanan's mess and saving his life from season 1, episode 1. So, Juke, how dare you fix your lips talking about some listen to Kanan? Bitch, the time to listen to Kanan is far gone because that nigga is gone. And Kanan is not smart. What the am I listening to Kanan for? Kanan, the same nigga that don't know shit about the drug game, and whatever he learned from the drug game, he learned from his mom and his uncles. Kanan, I'm supposed to listen to Kanan. The same nigga that put all his money in one spot like a fucking rookie. Bitch, I'm not even in the drug game, and I know you don't keep all your money in one spot, bitch. You supposed to divvy it up and put it in different locations, hide it under the mattress here, put it over there, put it over there. Even I know that. So you want me to listen to Kanan. So at this point, not Raquel, if Jukebox, if you gonna be like him, y'all both can get the hell on. Cause I get to stepping. She pissed me off talking about something. You can listen to him. Listen to him for what? He don't know shit. Hell, Jukebox is smarter than Kanan, and we've known that since season 1. So the cousins, Kanan and Rock, Kanan and Jukebox off with their head. They get on my nerves. Okay, now Unique and his baby mama. Okay, child, is it me? And I know they're trying to fit, I get it. The girl is now a single mother. She's on her own. It's hard. She's struggling. And I get it. But why every time we see her, she carrying them damn groceries in that damn bag, and it's always like she's struggling with the groceries, she's struggling with the car, with the stroller, she's struggling. Well, baby, today was no different. The girl went from the grocery store, was struggling, then dropped the bag, the oranges done rolled out, and then look who came to save the day, looking fine as can be. This ain't even it. But look how he went from this to this. That nigga ain't slick. That nigga said, yo, if I'm gonna roll up on Raquel, if I'm gonna roll up on my baby mother, I'm gonna look fly. Okay, they ain't gonna see me busted up in that old smelly ass hoodie that I've been wearing for 6 months straight. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so Panessa, who I actually do like Panessa, I actually feel really bad for Panessa actually in this whole situation. Even back when he was cheating on her with Raquel, I feel bad for her. Nonetheless, Panessa was so happy to see him, and it was a really sweet moment. Her reaction was the most authentic out of everybody. That bitch said, like she jumped. I feel like Panessa had the most authentic reaction out of anybody. Raquel just now I know sometimes they say, even scientists say sometimes as humans you can freeze in fear. So Raquel's reaction was also justifiable as well, but I'm so damn dramatic. I would have been like Panessa. What is wrong with me? Get me off the line, child. Get me off this video. Anyway, so Panessa was so happy to see her baby Zaddy. And she was like, what the fuck? So, they get into the house, they sit down, they settle down at the table, and he's telling her what he thinks and this, that, and the third, and what's been happening the last few months. And she was like, oh, I know Raquel's an evil bitch, and I don't really like the girl. And I ain't saying she ain't, profit from none of this, but I don't really think she was scheming with Ronnie. I just don't really see her doing that. Why the hell Panessa say that? Baby, this nigga Unique just, when I say snapped is like an understatement. This nigga really is just unhinged. And he just went bonkers on poor Panessa and just snapped and got up from the table and knocked the thing over and said, you think I don't know? You think you know better than me? Oh my God. Poor Panessa was like, baby, okay, calm down, baby, calm down. Baby, I feel like if somebody spazzed out on me like that, I think I would have been so afraid. Like, I would have been like, I'm sorry. Like, cause to me, the way he snapped on Panessa, that was scarier than how he snapped at Raquel. Like the Panessa scene, that was so scary to me. Poor Panessa. Oh my God. She's like, baby, it's me. It's me. I love you. I got you. Please. Poor Panessa. That girl cannot catch a break. So, Unique calms down, baby. He snaps out of it. He snaps out the episode. And he was like, baby, go grab your stuff. Let's go. Because the South Side about to get real smoky in these streets. So it's he ready for war. Okay, my baby is ready for war. Okay, what's next, Shawty? What's next? What's next? Okay, let's talk about this. So Stefano and Marvin. So of course, like in the episode, we do see Raquel and Marvin meet up with Stefano and kind of tell him what the hell going on. Unique is back. This is what happened, and we think he partnered with somebody. They were like, "Oh, it could be Sal's people up in Jersey and and all of this." So they kind of pretty much catch up. They catch on quickly, and Raquel has a moment where she kind of says something like, "Oh, okay, well we can handle this. It's not a big deal." And Stefano looked at her like, bitch, are you like that gullible and just in denial of your shit? He was like, I would love to be as denial as you one day because what the girl, we are in trouble. Code red. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, y'all stressing me out. He was like, let's get back. We'll figure it out. Let's reconvene. Whatever. I can't remember what agreement they came to, but it was Stefano was stressed the fuck out. So now we get to a scene where Stefano has secretly called Marvin behind Raquel's back, which he's been doing all damn season. As we know, Marvin has been doing little side deals for Stefano behind Raquel's back. They're gonna lie in her face. I'm sick of all this damn lying. Because all the lying does is cause more problems. But so Stefano was like, look. I called you here, Marvin, because we cool, brother. We got a good rapport with each other. Now, man to man, I'm saying man to man. Sometimes men, we kind of understand things on a different level. And your sister done got us in a little bit of a pickle. We are in a little bit of a predicament. And something about her being a woman, and basically he was saying like, I was thinking that maybe we could put Raquel to the side. You see what I'm saying? Just want to scoot her over to the side just a little bit, and we can make you the head ninja in charge. Okay, Marvin said, I know this motherfucker. Marvin said, yeah, no, bro, not a chance. And I'm just gonna act like you didn't fucking ask me that question. He was like, my sister being a woman ain't got shit to do with none of this shit. Don't forget your part in all of this, my boy. You're the one that had Sal. No, I'm sorry. You're the one that recruited us to kill Sal on your behalf. So don't be mad now because the block is hot and they coming for you and they coming for all of us. And again, Marvin was like, don't even ask. We're going to ask, my nigga, like you never asked that fucking question. And don't you ever think you can ask me a question like that ever again. But Marvin, let me get on your ass for a minute. Marvin, who I adore, who I love. But let's keep it a buck, boo-boo. The only reason why Stefano felt comfortable stepping to you like this, beloved, is because you were sneaking behind your sister's back, and Stefano knew you were sneaking behind her back. So you let an outsider think that there is not even turmoil, more so distrust within the organization. And worse, you guys are blood, y'all are siblings, and Stefano knew that. Stefano knew that Raquel didn't know shit about y'all's little side deals. So you opened up Pandora's box. You opened up the box, and that is why Stefano felt comfortable coming to Marvin with that idea. Now, I know Marvin is loyal, 10 toes down. He rides for his sister as we saw from his reaction, he wasn't with it. And now the question is he going to tell Raquel? I would hope so. Marvin, I would hope you would tell Raquel so that she's aware of what Stefano's head is at. But as we saw after the initial meeting this episode with Stefano, Raquel, and Marvin, Marvin was like, shit, we might have to take out fucking Stefano because they want us little guys to fight for them. And I ain't doing the shit. So maybe we should take him out. Raquel was like, I'm not saying I'm opposed to it per se, but boo boo, we're gonna have to have some heavy hitters. We're gonna have to have a game plan. It's gonna have to be executed perfectly. That is a big dog to take down, and that could have some negative repercussions if we do such thing. So it's like she wasn't saying no, but she damn sure wasn't saying yes either. So, and I do agree, Stefano, obviously they've built him to be this big character with a lot of pull. He is one of the top dogs, and I don't think he will be an easy kill, but I do think he will die by the finale of this season. So, what is next on the docket? Okay. So, well, yeah, Kanan, the knucklehead that thinks he knows every goddamn thing. Do I even have a picture of damn raggedy ass Kanan? Ain't that crazy, y'all? I got a picture of everybody else. That shows y'all how much I can't stand his dumbass self. But y'all know that Kanan had been hiding this whole season. He been hiding the little money. Not a little money, it's some big money. I ain't gonna lie, big dog. He been hiding the stash of money. Well, some of that he stole from his mom. Let's not forget the facts. Nonetheless, we know that Kanan had like a secret storage unit, if you will, and he was hiding his moolah, baby, because he didn't want to put it in the house where everybody was in and out. So he did a smart idea by getting the storage unit. However, comma, he did not anticipate OC, following him to the storage unit. So long story short, we already know Unique put OC to being his little, mole or whatever. Child, OC, I guess, plotted on the nigga and stole the money, baby. I mean, the funny part was they didn't steal the little treasure chest that he put the money in. They just stole the fucking money. So nonetheless, child, Kanan is like, WTF. What am I about to do? My life is over. So he goes back to his spot and was like, yo, have y'all seen OC? Like him and his little crew. Yo, have you seen OC? They're like, no, we've been trying to hit him up all day. We ain't seen him all day. You ain't seen him all day. You just now telling me? So, which was a valid point. Like, how y'all not gonna communicate that with Kanan? But anyway, Kanan was like, y'all need to hit the streets like right now. See if you can find that little nigga. Oh, well, no, pun intended, but not intended. See if you can find that little nigga. Okay. Lamont asked me on his channel, did I feel bad for Kanan? And no, I didn't feel bad for Kanan. But I do feel bad because I know that it's going to impact certain people. And Raquel is probably going to have to save his ass again, like she always do. But no, I really feel bad for Kanan, especially since he stole from his damn mama. So, I mean, it kind of sucked, but it was just like, you're stupid. So, whatever, you're dumb. Oh, well. So, since we're talking about dumbhead, this mother trucker, I think this is when he's like patrolling the streets to see if he can find OC. So he's riding through Queens and he oh, sorry, y'all. We see Raquel Thomas paying off these crooked ass cops from last season. As y'all should remember, these are the same cops from last season who was pressing her when she got her storefront shop or whatever, when she was trying to turn over her life and turn over a new leaf and leave the drug game. Y'all remember, these are the same crooked cops that kept smashing and vandalizing her business and all that. So she's doing her little routine payoffs to these dirty scum buckets. And of course, knucklehead ass Kanan is driving by and he sees this. Now, the optics do look bad. I'm not gonna lie. The optics look bad. However, comma, what we have learned, especially on this show, is Kanan should not be assuming anything, because 9 times out of 10, when Kanan assumes something, he is typically wrong. So yeah, he now thinks that his mom had something to do with famous. Now, let me back it up, because I know there was some confusion about this. Some of y'all weren't able to put two and two together. That is no problem. So, y'all know last weekend when Jukebox and Kanan were roughing up the dudes in the neighborhood and was trying to press them for information about famous, they said that the Popo did it, because word on the street was that Famous had some information on a dirty cop, and allegedly the cops took him out, which it sound good. You know what I mean? It sounds good. It sounded like it could be true, and it was believable. Even Kanan believed it. But now he saw this, which like I said, the optics do look bad. I'm not gonna be biased. The optics do look bad. You see Raquel paying off some 2 white cops. The optics look bad, but at the same time, it's like, how do you just jump? How do you just jump to that conclusion? Kanan exhausts the shit out of me. Why y'all go up for him, I don't know. I'm so sorry, y'all. I am tired. All right, we're almost done, boo boo. So my second most annoying character on this show is this fake nigga, fake thug ass, fake wannabe ass, gangster ass, ain't about that life ass nigga. Billa ain't shit. Hashtag Billa ain't shit. Hashtag Billa ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? So, you talk all this mess in his rap songs, and you ain't really about that life, my love. So we already foreshadowed it from like episode 2, when the record exec, who I actually like him, was saying how he's old school Jewish and he be hiding, him and his father used to always hide money under the mattress, and it's something he still does today. We already called it, honey, from episode 2. So, times is hard, desperate times calls for desperate measures. So Be Real has the bright idea to rob the record executive, which is so stupid and is way too risky, if you ask me. Well, he went to the goons, and I don't think he realized how much the goons were gooning and how they don't play. Okay, they really about that life. Okay, so child, they pull up to the fucking mansion. I thought it was a castle. I was like, what? The castle in Beauty and the Beast, where the Beast had Belle all locked up. It was giving me Beauty and the Beast castle, y'all. It looked kind of creepy if you ask me. But anyway, child, Be Real and his goon squad pull up there, and he's like, hold up, bitch. There are people in the house. No, 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 no. We will come back another day. And the goons were like, no, 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 no. We're going to go inside today. Today. And he was like, look, bro, I wasn't trying to be on that type of time, my dude. I really just wanted to what's it called? Grab and smash and grab. He was like, I just want a little smash and grab. I just want to go up in there, rob the shit, and be out and be about my day. I don't want to have to do the armed robbery and go in there and chitty chitty bang bang and do all this and do all bop bop bop. I don't want to do all that, and I don't blame him. But Be Real, I feel like if Be Real had all these rules and all these stipulations about how he wanted it to go and how he didn't want it to go, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I just felt like he should have done it alone, or he should have had like one person that he trusted, and Be Real still be the one to be in charge and really spearhead this entire situation. I just think him get all them other knuckleheads involved and really giving them the power, that was stupid. Not when you wanted to go a certain way. It just Y'all, so the goons went up in the damn haunted mansion. That's what it also looked like. The haunted mansion. Okay. Anyway, they went up in the mansion. Like we knew people were home. Now, Berilla didn't know who was home. So yeah, a few minutes later, it feels like I feel like it was forever, but a few minutes later, I guess there's some commotion in the house, and we see in here two or three gunshots go off. So Be Real in the car freaking out because Be Real stayed in the car, and the goons took the car keys. It was like, oh hell no, we're not about to have you fucking just take the car and leave us and shit. Man, it was just a shit show. So they coming out. One of the dudes got shot. He was like, "What the fuck happened? What happened?" And then they was like, "Yeah, the dude in the house had a gun, had a pow pow, so we pow powed him and his wife or and his chick." Gorilla was like, "What?" Lo and behold, the next day when Be Really at the studio dropping beats with Lulu, lo and behold, now Jerry, I'm gonna call him Jerry. Jerry, the record executive, was running late. So Be Real over there like freaking like, oh my god. It's because he's dead. I killed him. I can't believe I killed him. Lord Jesus, they're gonna find out that I killed him. I can't believe I killed him. The whole time. And then what happened? Lulu was like, yeah. Jerry's office call. He gonna be here soon or whatever, whatever. He was like, Jerry's office called. He was like, yeah, he gonna be here soon. He's like, he gonna be here soon, like today, like at this office, like at the studio. Lulu was like, nigga, how much I gotta tell you, nigga? Yes, he's on his way. Shit. So Jerry walks in the room. He was like, y'all, I'm so sorry, y'all. It's been a freaking crazy ass morning. Y'all would not believe what happened to me. You know, the couple that was renting out my property, like my home or whatever, my rental home, I'm sorry. It got broken into and the intruders and they killed them. Oh my God, it's been horrible. I've been with police all morning answering questions. I feel so terrible. Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, but let's get to the song. Not I froze. Oh Lord, this is so sad. Let's get to this music, nigga. So what you got? Oh, the way Jerry was just like, yeah, this shit is fucked up. It's so sad. Y'all be safe. Everybody be safe. Jerry said, lock your doors, lock your car, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husbands, whatever you hide it. So Be Real over there stupid and shook. And I'm like, you must be the world's dumbest fucking criminal. I don't know, child. Be Real just power has a habit of building certain people and characters up and just being a huge letdown. And I'd be sick and tired of that bullshit. And I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. This is gonna be Lulu's last season in the music industry. I think Be Real is going to F this whole thing up. I think Be Real will get caught. And I think Jerry is going to probably feel like, hey, Lulu, you vouched for him. You know, I can't really trust you. How do I not know you were in on this? You know, so I feel like Be Real's actions are going to have a negative ripple effect. And it's sadly going to affect Lulu. That's just my theory. I have no concrete proof or evidence. This is all speculation and theories, but I really do think this is the last couple of episodes that we're gonna see Lulu, you know, be the fake Quincy Jones. I just think this is it for our boy. We really gonna go back to jail. Jerry gonna fire both of them. Rilla going back to jail. You know, it's just gonna be a real sad ending. And then we kind of I'm not talking about Jukebox. I'm irritated with Jukebox. I'm irritated with how fast she's changing. She went from a little punk ass girl who couldn't even take a drink from a bitch 3 episodes ago. Now you eating cootie cat in the damn bathroom, and then you want to be a play and a pimp, and then not give the girl your number. I'm like, damn, bitch, you don't went from a little innocent little girl to a damn hood ninja, street killer, and a hoe. In 3 episodes, man, y'all was so, I can't wait to see you. I want to see you. I want to see you. Well, y'all see it. Okay. Y'all see it. Unlike y'all, I was trying to, you know, savor the moment of innocent Jukebox, but y'all just can't wait. Y'all like toxicity so bad. Y'all toxic. Y'all need therapy. All right, y'all. And it's the last bit. And it was so sad. This was the saddest scene. Honestly, this was the saddest scene of the episode. So the Thomas kids, right? We got Marvin, Uncle Lulu, and Raquel and Auntie Raquel, I guess, whatever. They at the mama's house, child. And I don't know, is it me or does it seem like Raquel just hadn't seen her mom in a while? Because Raquel just seemed real shocked at the condition that her mom was in. So it makes me feel like she wasn't seeing her mom. It seems like, you know, the grandkids were. It seemed like Marvin checked on her and Lulu checked on her, but it seemed like Raquel didn't really check on her, the mama, ever since their last little argument. So the mom is in pretty bad shape, you guys. Pretty bad shape. And so when Raquel gets there, initially they talk about what's happening, and you know, Lulu was like, "Look, we gonna kill that nigga." And Raquel said, "I know you lying." And Marvin was like, "Okay, attaboy." Because Lulu was like, "Nigga, y'all my family. Like, the fuck? I'm not about to just lay down and let y'all get hurt. Like, he coming after all of us? No, I gotta defend this family too. So what's goody? What's goody? Okay." So everybody, you know, everybody, but Marvin was happy. He's like, "Okay, baby brother back." Raquel was like, "Well, shit, thank you, bro. Yeah, we need you, nigga. I can use all the extra hands and help I can get. So come on board. You are always welcome." And then they kind of switch gears to the mama and the you know, the Marvin and Lulu reveal that the mom asked them to basically off her with the medical the high dose of morphine or whatever, and they both said no. And Raquel was like, why didn't she ask me? Why didn't she ask me?" And I think Lulu was like, or Marvin was like, "Cause you probably wanted her, she knew you probably wanted her to suffer." And she was like, "Damn." I mean, he was like, "I mean, it's true. I mean, shit, what you want me to say, sis? It's true." It was so funny. So Lulu was like, "All right, I gotta go to the studio." You know how Lulu talk. "I gotta go to the studio. I'll see y'all later." That's Lulu. So Marvin and okay, so yeah, because Marvin was like, "Yeah, so Steph, what did he say?" He repeated something about, he said, what did he tell Raquel? What important information he tell Raquel about New Jersey or about Sal, the enemy, whatever the guy in, I don't know. Marvin was dropping off some information and she was like, "How the hell you know that?" And he was like, "Stefano." She said, "Oh, okay. So the feds were right. That was you coming out of his spot that time. Da da da." He was like, "Yeah, I guess so, whatever." She like, "Well, what the fuck? What were you gonna tell me, nigga?" And he was like, "Look, I didn't want to tell you all that because I didn't want to have the conversation like we having right now. I'm my own man. I'm my own man. I don't answer to you, woman. I don't answer to you." And my thing is, Marvin, it's not about answering to her. I understand that you're a grown man. I understand that you're her oldest brother. And I understand that you want to have your own stuff too. And I respect all that. My only thing is, once Raquel came to you and asked you about that information, you should have been forthcoming and honest. That lying shit is dangerous. And you should know that, especially in this drug game stuff. You can't be lying like that to your business partner, and let alone your sibling. So I felt like, okay, Marvin, I get it. You want to be independent and all that, but you could have been like, "Raquel, this is what I'm doing. I'm not asking for permission. I'm letting you know because I don't want to give Stefano the satisfaction of thinking he got one up on you. So I'm gonna let you know." That's how you do it, Marvin. Okay. So Mama was like, "Look, sis, dead all that, forget all that. Why don't you go check on her mother? You need to talk to her and have your own little one-on-one with her. The nurse is taking a smoke break. Why don't you just go in there and talk to mom and have your own little, one-on-one time with her? Okay. It will be good for you. Okay." And before all that happened, I'm sorry, before Lulu left, they kind of had all the siblings had a moment where it was like, you know, I guess it wasn't all, it wasn't all bad with her. There was moments where she was this and moments when she was that. And the only nice moment they mentioned was I guess Raquel's fifth birthday, and she wanted a dog so bad, and the mom got all the neighbors that had dogs to come over, something like that, some silly thing like that. And they were like, oh, that was nice, whatever. And then, Lulu processing it the way he's been processing it, he was just like, maybe she did the best she could with what she had. And I sometimes I actually despise that saying. I'm kind of like 50-50. I understand that, and like I get it what it means, right? Like it doesn't make what the parent did or didn't do, it doesn't make it right. They should still be held responsible and accountable for their lack of parenting or whatever. But I do feel like it's like, I think when you get older, you look back at your childhood, depending on how it was. I do think it helps you as the individual to say, you know what? I went through this. It was effed up. It hurt. It wasn't cool. I would have preferred this from a parental figure, but maybe my parent did the best they could with what they had and they just didn't understand or know any better. That brings comfort to some people, right? But with that, I also don't want to think that the person who did wrong is absolved from any responsibility. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of get both sides, but Lulu, it seems like Lulu made peace with it, and that's how he wants to make peace with his mother. And I can do nothing but respect it. We all know they had an effed up childhood. We all know they have trauma. We all know they resented their mom for various reasons, and she did wrong by them, especially when their dad died. She kind of abandoned them. So they all have their own pain. They all have their own trauma, but it was good that they all kind of made peace with it. So, following Marvin's orders, y'all, Raquel goes to see her mother for the final time. And she was like, yeah. So, the mom is just, she looks terrible. Mama Joyce looks terrible. She's trying to get a sip of water. She can barely do it. Raquel has to help her. It's a whole thing. So Raquel was like, yeah. So Marvin and Lou told me what you asked them to do or whatever. And the mom was playing off. I think she was a little embarrassed or whatever. She was just like, oh yeah, no, I was probably talking a little, the medication got me talking crazy. And Raquel was like, what'd she say? I think she did ask her mom, why didn't you ask me? And the mom was like, you would like that, wouldn't you? Like almost like you would like to end my life. Something to that sort. I don't remember the next line verbatim, but the Raquel was like, well, shit, do you want me to do it? And the mom just shook her head yes. And Raquel's crying, the mom is crying, and the mom is like, I'm tired of being in pain, Raquel. I'm tired of suffering. You know what I mean? And then Raquel was like, okay, where's the medication? So before all that, I think Raquel was like, when that birthday or whatever, when I was 5 with the dogs, all that shit she said. And the mom was like, yep, I spent a whole month trying to vacuum up the dog hair and all that. And Raquel was just like, that was a nice thing you did. And I just like, my heart broke. I'm like, how effed up is their childhood that like Raquel could literally only remember one time that her mom was nice to her? Like, that's so sad that you really have to like be like, okay, let me think of an example of when my parent was like nice to me and showed me some type of kindness and love. That is sad. And them not even saying I love you in this scene was also sad. I mean, they had their own way. I do think when Joyce said, "You're my only daughter," and Rock said, "You're my only mom," I do think that was their way of saying I love you to each other, but it's just so sad. And Joyce said, "Take care of your brothers and take care of your son." I wanted her to say, and most importantly, take care of yourself. Like, man, put me in the writer's room. When it comes to the sentimental things, I do think I would be a good writer. When it comes to sentimental moments and these TV shows, because I feel like adding that in the script wouldn't have made it overly emotional. I think both characters would have still stayed true to themselves and the dynamics in which they had with each other. But I do think that even that piece, if they weren't going to say I love you, I do think that extra piece of take care of your brothers, take care of your son, but most importantly, take care of yourself. I think that would have, but it would have been a chef's kiss, if you ask me, honey. But who am I? Child. Now y'all know I gotta give a little comedy. Okay, that's how I get through painful stuff. I cry and then I laugh. Um, so while I'm having tears in my eyes because this was a very emotional fucking scene, am I the only one when Raquel grabbed that medicine and actually administered it to the mom's IV, whatever she did? I was like, well, bitch, that's it. I was like, that's it. That's what all this fuss is about. Meaning, the mama could have done that shit her damn self, bitch. It didn't take no damn nurse or healthcare provider to do those shit like that, bitch. I'm thinking they have to put the medication into the IV drip I'm thinking it's some real clinical shit behind this. Girl, the mama could have just went like this. Boop. That's it. All this extra hoopla, all this extra suffering you was doing, bitch, you could have just boop. I can't be the only one that thought that. That shit looks so easy. Raquel, did you go to nursing school? Because bitch, the way you just bloop. Anyway, y'all, it was a very sad scene. I definitely shed a tear for a few reasons, for multiple reasons, but it was a very I was like, damn, Raquel can't catch a freaking break. This is all happening within 2 days. Like the unique popping up at her, everything falling apart. Her mom, now her mother died. Like that's crazy that all happened in like 24 to 48 hours. That is wild to me. I'm like, my girl Raquel cannot catch a mental or emotional break. Neither can the brothers. Look at Lulu. Look at all what he just went through. He over here mourning famous, and now he about to have to mourn his mom. Like, it's like, damn. Can we catch a goddamn break? So that's my notes, y'all. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about. If I left anything out, it probably was on purpose. Oh no, I wanted to hit one more thing. Damn it. I knew I was forgetting something. It's actually not that important. All I want to know, all I wanted to say was that pops and pop, snapple, crack, rock, whatever the hell they pop, snap. Yeah, pop and snap. Pop and snap. I'm telling y'all right now, they do not like Raquel, baby, baby, baby. They do not like Raquel Thomas. And I feel like they about to be another enemy all added to the list, honey. I thought I had the picture, but I guess I don't have the picture. Nonetheless, I pretty much hit on the important stuff, y'all. This was to me, this right here was my favorite scene of the entire episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure now I ain't playing with y'all. Oz is not playing with y'all. Okay, y'all better hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you like the vibes, honey. And make sure you hit that notification bell button. That way you will be notified whenever I drop new content, honey. You got to put me up in that algorithm because I'm trying to grow this year, honey. Say it with me. Grow. Okay, y'all. Raising Kanan is almost over. We got 3 more episodes, dog. Yeah, like I said, this is my favorite episode of the entire season. So tell me what y'all think. Drop down in the comment section. Give me your thoughts, your opinions, your theories. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, I welcome all the things, as long as we keep it respectful. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all. And yeah, that's it, baby. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. And yeah, y'all have a good night. And I will catch y'all later. Bye-bye.